Well, it certainly has been cold across the area over the past few days, but looks like a warm-up's on the way. That's the good news. But as our winds turn more to the west, we get more of a Pacific flow. That means a better possibility of decent storms coming in and also the possibility for snow. Our watches, warnings, and advisories, you can see that here. All these areas east of the divide in the light colors and the gray colors, these are the windshield watches, I should say advisories and warnings. This will be expiring at 11 o'clock today as those temperatures gradually warm up. However, these are new right here. These are winter storm watches. This includes Jackson down toward the Star Valley, Tetons, Yellowstone, as well as the Salt Wyoming range. These go into effect at around midnight tonight and go all the way through Thursday. A pretty long duration event expected out here. So, timing out the impacts, we'll start on tonight. This will be late tonight. Snow spreading into western Wyoming. Should just light to moderate snow. That'll continue through the day on Wednesday. Steadiest in the morning, maybe a bit of a break in the afternoon as we're in between the two shots of snow. Maybe a few snow showers jump the divide across northern Wyoming, but not a lot of accumulation out of this. Also across Sweetwater County. Now the big event's going to come in Wednesday night. More potent part of the storm coming in Wednesday night. Steady snow developing again. Heavy at times. You could see accumulations maybe 1 to 2 inches an hour at the height of the storm. Wind will be increasing as well, especially across the higher elevations. Maybe gusts to 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. So a lot of blowing and drifting of the snow up there. Travel across the passes Wednesday night is not going to be any fun, especially Teton paths. They could get hit really hard out of this system. And as we head toward Thursday, snow will gradually decrease across the west, spreading east of the divide in the form of snow showers. Not nearly as much snow as we're going to get out across the western mountains, though. Now, how much snow are we going to get? Let's look at a range of possibilities here. Percent chance of seeing 1 inch or more. Just about 100% across much of the west, about 86% around Pinedale, and gradually dropping as you head down toward I-80. Good chance around southern Lincoln County as well. Those of us east of the divide, aim from about a 1 in 3 to about a 1 in 2 chance across northern areas, Buffalo over toward the Bighorn Basin. Central Wyoming probably going to see the least out of this. Not much of a chance around Riverton, maybe a small chance around Lander, and about a 1 in 4 chance around Casper. Bump this up to 6 inches. Main threat there is only going to be about west. But look at all these, even the places where people live, not the high elevations, at least 85% around Afton, 90% around Jackson, so a very good chance of seeing a good amount of snow across this region. Now, more probabilistic stuff, expect at least this much snow across the area. Things set up right, not much at all across central Wyoming if it jumps the divide and jumps over this area. A coating across much of northern Wyoming. But across the western valleys, at least 6 to 9 inches, I think, across the western valleys. Alpine with that flow could do really well out of this. And at least, I'd say, a foot across the Tetons as well as the higher elevations of the Salt Wyoming range. And at least a couple inches across southern Lincoln County. Now, the likely maximum amount, I got to get a new clicker. This thing's starting to act up on me. Anyway, the western mountains, again, getting hit the hardest. Could be maybe up to 30 inches in some of the higher elevations of the Tetons. Things set up right in the western valleys, 12 to 16, maybe 18 inches in the Star Valley, Jackson Valley. Again, northwest flow, Alpine does really well out of this, so I'm kind of concerned about that. And from 3 to 6 inches across southern Lincoln County, the Cokeville-Kemmerer area. Head east of the divide, here from about 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches across the northern half of the state, Bighorn Basin, over toward Johnson County. 1 to 2 inches maybe across this zone, and also 1 to 2 inches across the I-80 corridor. And those of you in the Green Basin, I don't want to leave you out. Likely highest amount, maybe at the 7 or 8 inches around Bondurant, about 4 around Pinedale, 3 around the Big Piney area. Now the most likely accumulation out of this may be subject to change. Western valleys out there, about 8 to 12 inches in the Star Valley, Jackson Valley. Again, hardest hit area probably up here around Alpine. Air from 1 to 3 across the Green River Basin, 2 to 3 across southern Lincoln County. Around 1 inch or so across the Sweetwater County, 1 to 2 across central Wyoming. Then the east divide, most snow probably across northern Wyoming, anywhere from about 1 to 2, 1 to 3 inches from Cody, over toward Grayville, Warb, and Thermopolis, and over here toward Buffalo. And our resources, you want weather, just go to our website, weather.gov/RIW. Now for road conditions, go to YDOT for this, wildroad.info. You want them on the web, give them a call on the phone, 511 in-state, 1-888 Wild Road out-of-state. And you want to look at the webcams for yourself. We have stuff from all over the state, not just from our area. Just go to our webpage, local programs tab, then click on webcams. Be safe, everybody, and enjoy your day.